What's going on, everybody? This your boy E2 Blue, back again for another video. And yes, you get to see my ugly mug one more time. So today in this video, I'm going to talk about Cowboys coaching staff. They finally completed their staff, thank God. So there ain't gonna be no more news about no new coach assigned. That's it. As you all know, well, obviously the newest one is Ken Amato, and I'm gonna get into him. But let's start off with everybody basically that got signed in this off season that now finalized the coaching staff. So we got Kellen Moore as the quarterbacks coach. He replaced Wade Wilson. Now I know a lot of you probably like Kellen Moore, coach. He can't even play. But statistically, there's been a lot of backup quarterbacks or a lot of backup players that have played in the league that have done well being coaches or assistants or things of that nature in the league. It's been proven. Um, that's to be remain seen for Kellen Moore. We'll see what happens with that. Kellen Moore, Dak Prescott wanted Kellen Moore to be his quarterback's coach. So I guess in his eyes, he sees things that we don't see. So if he wants him to be his coach, we'll see what happens. So next one on the list we have Sanjay Lal, who is replacing Derek Dooley as the wide receiver coach. Now you guys know he was the former coach of the Colts, their wide receivers coach. Now I don't know too much about Sanjay Lal, but if you look at the receivers that play for them, they play pretty decent in their system. So we'll see what he does with us. Hopefully, I'll grade him well if anybody is able to keep Dez even killed, because Dez is a firecracker. And so when he gets upset in the game, hopefully Sanjay Law could even that out and make him chill out a little bit. Oh, quick thing, I don't know what's going on with the video. I know it's a little choppy, but I guess you guys let me know. I'll fix it later. Uh, Next one on the list, Paul Alexander. He replaces Frank Pollock as the offensive coordinator. Now, this one was an interesting one when the news came out about it, because Paul Alexander and Frank Pollock literally switched roles. So also our old offensive line coach is now with the Bengals, and the Bengals coach is now with us. Now, the Bengals never really had a great offensive line, but I don't know if that was his coaching or just the players that he had. But again, that's another coach that we'll see what happens when the season starts and see what he does with our guys. I mean, but our guys are already good, so I don't know if that's a good judge of how well of a coach he's going to be, but we'll see. Ben Bloom is replacing Matt Eberflus as the linebackers coach. Now, you guys know that Ben Bloom was Matt Eberflus's assistant and linebackers coach before he left to go to the Colts. And now he's in that spot. Hopefully he learned a lot from Matt Eberflus. We'll see. I'm pretty sure he'll implement a lot of the same things that Matt Eberflus did. So we'll see how that goes. Now the next one is my favorite one, my favorite coaching signing, which was Chris Richard, the old defensive coordinator from the Seattle Seahawks. He's replacing Joe Baker as the secondary coach right now until Rob Marinelli retires or whatever role it is decide to put him in. They actually may not necessarily demote him, but give him another role in the organizations like they did. Remember when we had Monty Kiffin, when he was on the staff and he went from the coordinator to defensive line coach, and he kind of just phased out, whatever that is. Chris Richard's footprint on the team is we're already seeing it. I mean, there was news that they're going to probably move Byron Jones over to cornerback. I'm pretty sure that a lot of that is what he's doing. He probably did his homework, went in the coaching room, and basically did his research on the team and the secondary players that we have, and was like, look, I think this guy will play better here. I can maximize what he does on the field if I put him in this position. So, I don't see anything negative coming out of that signing. Keith O'Quinn is replacing Rich Bisaccia as the special teams coach, which is funny because Keith O'Quinn was Rich Bisaccia's assistant when he was here. Now that Rich Bisaccia is in Oakland, Keith O'Quinn took that position, and then they hired Doug Coleman to take Keith O'Quinn's position as the coordinator for Keith O'Quinn. If you guys are following me on that, the special teams, I hated to see Rich Bisaccia go because he did a very good job on our special teams. I don't think that we had a team run back a touchdown for us at all this past season, or any time that Rich Bisaccia was here. I don't think, because I think he was here when we had Dwayne Harris before he went to New York too. So we'll see how that one goes. I'm pretty sure that the same things will be implemented because, like I said, Keith O'Quinn was Bisaccia's assistant. So we'll see how that works out. Another one of the newest coaches on the staff now, Doug Nussmeier, however you pronounce that. He's replacing Steve Loney as the tight ends coach. Now Doug is coming from, he was an offensive coordinator for Florida, and he was on the offensive staff for LSU as well. I don't know much about him. I'll probably have to read up on it, but we'll see how he does as the tight ends coach. I mean, whoever the tight ends coach is going to be successful anyway because you're not coaching Jason Witten. Jason Witten is a player's coach. He's going to most likely get those other tight ends in line anyway. I would love to see what he does with Rico Gathers because I'm actually excited to see his potential and what he can do when healthy. That's why I cannot wait till training camp. I'm trying to literally make a trip up there. So Mark, if you're watching this, we got to make a trip up there too in the off season. The news that came out today, the one that I spoke about in the beginning of this video, Ken Amato. He finishes up the coaching staff, being hired as a defensive staff assistant. I'm pretty sure that he's not going to have a whole lot of roles. He's just going to be that guy that's just almost like an intern, almost like, because I'm pretty sure this is the first time he's ever been a coach for anything. So he's basically just going to be there to assist him. You probably won't even hear from this guy until somebody else gets fired or leaves the team later on in another season. But it's good that he's going to be able to develop behind these other coaches. That's a good thing. So a fun fact about him, he was in the NFL for 9 years as a long snapper for the Tennessee Titans from 2003 to 2011. Now, again, a lot of players are moving to coaching, and we have a lot of ex-players on our staff, including our coach. So, but that's all I have for that one. We have our coaching staff complete, which is a good thing. Now now the team can concentrate on getting these coaches sped up so they can get these players together and get ready for the combine and the draft, and so we can get these players that we need so we can be successful, so we can finally win the Super Bowl again in this decade. That's my time. I'll see you guys again. I'll be doing some videos. I got some more draft prospects coming up that I'm going to be doing this weekend, so tune in for that. Thanks again for those of you that subscribe to the channel. Those of you who haven't, hit that subscribe button. Follow your boy. E2 Blue. I'm out. Peace.